Yo, 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 welcome back to the fifth round. As always, myself, Steven Musteris. And shit, finally get to this title fight that happened on Saturday night at UFC 262 between Charles Oliveira and the one and only Michael Chandler. And boy, I don't want to. I don't want to spend too much time breaking down this fight because it's been all over the place. Everybody's watched it. I don't want to say everybody, but the people that I'm talking to right now have definitely watched it. And clearly, first round, back and forth, some wild stuff. You see, first fucking strike thrown was a leg kick from Charles Oliveira, puts Michael Chandler on his ass. And from instantly from there, it was like, oh, it was about to be a good fight, man. Like, for real. And then the early takedown by Charles Oliveira, beautiful. Got the back, which, if you've been listening and you've been watching and all this stuff, like, that's been the talk of the town for the last month and a half is like, how is this fight going to end? Because I don't see I don't see Michael Chandler taking him down all day. You're not going to want to take him down all day. And then I didn't think Charles Oliveira would be able to submit Michael Chandler because Michael Chandler's never been submitted and he's an absolute fucking dog. He's got a short neck, short arms, like low-key built like the guy. So trust me, I understand. It's pretty tough to do. Not impossible, that's for sure. But like to see him get his back taken within like the first minute and a half, I was like, oh shit, we're in trouble. And then you see him explode out. It was beautiful. Stands up, ends up rocking Charles Oliveira bad. At the time when I'm sitting there watching it, I'm like, oh shit, this is Dan Hooker 2.0. Like he's on his hands and knees, about to get knocked out again, and he's sitting there punching. Like it was beautiful. And then you see Charles Oliveira pull back, and then everybody's been saying it that that Michael Chandler should have let him up, which I agree. Just let him up, and then if you need to, you can take him right back down. If you knock him down, whatever. But then he gets saved by the bell. I shouldn't say saved by the bell. It kind of recovered before the bell. But anyway, round 2 comes out. I'm on my fucking feet, like geeked as fuck for this fight. Like, wow, this has been magic. And then 19 seconds later, the fight's over. Michael Chandler's out. TKO. Charles Oliveira. Cinderella story. It's dope as fuck. Like seeing him jump over, get Dana White bloody. It was amazing. It was honestly a great time. I was just happy to see the fight just so well. It was one of those fights where I didn't have a dog in the race, or a horse in the race, whatever one you want to say, and it was pretty cool to just watch. I still had the butterflies before the fights like I always do, watching the big fights, but it wasn't like I was super upset if Michael Chandler lost or if I was super upset that if Charles Oliveira lost. Like I was really excited just for a great fight, and no hate towards Khabib or anything like that, but for a title fight, that's one of the nicer. Like if you really, really, really think about it, Conor McGregor beating Eddie Alvarez, boring ass fight. I shouldn't say boring because it was just a one-sided just beat down. Every single one of Khabib's fights have been an absolute beat down. I brought it up just the last video again, but to bring it up again, that's kind of funny. Is I think the last time that we saw a lightweight title fight, which was interim, but the last time that we seen a good fight, a competitive ass fight, would have been Tony Ferguson versus Kevin Lee forever ago. Whenever Conor decided to put it down, and then Khabib whatever gets hurt and everything, but because Khabib never had a competitive fight. Like even the Conor fight really wasn't even that competitive. So it's like just been dominance by Khabib. The Gaethje versus Ferguson fight, Gaethje just destroyed him, and then. Yeah, so last night was honestly the first lightweight title fight that we've seen very, very, very explosive like that in a long time, and it was very refreshing to watch. So I couldn't have been any happier for either one. I know it would have been really cool to see Michael Chandler come from Bellator and within 2 fights, within less than a year of being signed to UFC, go in there and take the belt. It'd have been pretty fucking cool. But now this leads me to what's next for both of these guys. And I've been screaming it from the rooftops. I'd have loved seeing it because I didn't know it was going to be Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler for this title fight because we didn't know Dustin was going to turn it down. But I've been screaming for this Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler fight. Just everything about it just gets me excited. I don't know if you like. I could just be talking out my ass here, but to have Justin Gaethje come from World Series of Fighting and to be the champion there, and then for our man Michael Chandler to come from Bellator and just show these guys, like, and show us the MMA fans and show the world, like, hey, like, you know what, not everybody in the UFC are just the golden guys. Like, there are some eaters out there everywhere. Everywhere you see, everywhere that, like, some guys just don't have names, but are absolute eaters in the gym and then come into fights and absolutely murdering people. And it's dope to see Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler be that product for us. But it's tough because I'm kind of torn. I almost don't want to see them matched up together for that reason. Kind of let them fight other people and like show how dominant we really like fighters can be from any other organization. But just the matchup, dude. Michael Chandler versus Justin Gaethje. Are you fucking kidding me? I'd have paid more money for that than to watch him fight Charles Oliveira. Like, no offense. Like, I'm being just honest. Like, that might be the best fight that we have right now. Like, I'm taking that fight over Dustin and Conor. I don't give a fuck. Like, I think Dustin might mop the floor with him, but I don't know. It's just, I think the Gaethje versus Michael Chandler fight is probably going to be the fight to go with, in my opinion, because I'm guessing whoever wins the Dustin Conor fight is probably getting Charles Oliveira, which that's who I would like to see Charles fight, because I think Dustin would have a really good chance of beating him, and I think Conor would have a great chance of beating him as well, but I could also see Conor getting taken down and submitted, and it'd be huge for Charles Oliveira, but yeah, I'm screaming for this Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler fight. It's honestly the fight to make after this weekend, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Like, I don't even care who the champion fights. Like, Michael Chandler versus Justin Gaethje, absolute fucking fireworks. Like, let's fucking see it, UFC. Let's fucking see it. So, but hey, this has been the 5th round as always. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great time.